Ooh. Let me make sure it's not fucking up. That looks a little nasty. Oh, hold on. I just realized I didn't fix the rest of this shit. Hold on. There we go. Alright. Man, I have no fucking clue what to do. Oof. This better be mad loud. Hold on. Fuck. Hmm. I mean, I could do something Tenzo related if I had the X2. Matter of fact, I do. But that's I only have him. I don't have anything else. And now that Sev's making these Fighter Z Shade things, I hate to start editing something and need to switch it around. I don't know. Y'all gotta tell me if the music's too loud or something. Because I never know. I swear it's different every time I stream. Maybe a My Hero edit? I don't have clips of fucking anything. Do something with Odd Future? I'd love to, but there's not an Odd Future cover that I am, like, hands down, no question, in love with at this point. Because everyone either covered the full version. I like the full version, but I don't know. That one's just harder to work with. I'd use the full thing, but you know how that goes. We can't do that around here. Odd Future's such a good fucking song, by the way. I know Jonathan covered it, but he covered the full version, like I was saying. And I wouldn't use Jonathan's stuff anyway because I say this every time he comes up. He's like one of the few cover artists who made a point to like ask people to not use his stuff. So I just out of respect for that, I don't use his things. Like the only cover artist I would be comfortable using without question is Weeby, Nate, and Amali, just because they've all publicly stated that, you know, that shit's okay. Oh yeah! I completely forgot about this one. Yeah, so just DM me this good one. I completely forgot all about this one. This was from right when the song came out. Here's some tea. I personally prefer the full version to the shortened version, to be 1000% honest with you. I just realized I have stuff open. Cut that off. Whoops. I'm not dropping any frames. I figured there'd be like some kind of encoding error or something going on because it's YouTube, but I haven't had anything happen. I don't know if they're set in stone about it though. What do you mean? As in like people using it? Generally you can just like scroll through their comments and like odds are someone somewhere has asked if they can use it or not. But I'm looking through it right now and I don't see anything. I don't know, maybe they have like a frequently asked questions or something. Thank you everyone for your continued support. They have a Twitter, don't they? I think they do. Yeah, they do. The fuck? I completely forgot I had my donations notifications on. Hey, Halo. I thought I said hey already. So dark? Yeah, it's dark as fuck in here. But it's also storming outside and 8 o'clock at night, so. I would turn on a lamp, but I think the only one I have is like way the fuck back here. Yep. And it just kind of looks weird when I cut it on because it's behind me, so it just puts more of a shadow on everything. Well, maybe that's not that bad. But I'm like scouring these people's Twitters to see if they've stated if they don't mind you using their stuff. There we go. Here, what's Amali put out lately? Like on her channel. Turn up your audio a bit. I'm not saying anything, I don't think. And I have it all the way up. Hold on. Let me cut the music back on while I'm fucking around. Hey, Lax. Oh, she put Bluebird out officially. Woo wee. No, I know Monolith's cool with it because I kept way like up with that stuff because it was a big. It was like it was important to know if we could use stuff or not. So that was what we settled on. I'm not sure about Caleb either, actually. Caleb's so fucking good and has gotten so much better lately, within like the last year or so. Like he was always crazy good with his vocals, but his mixing has gotten so much better. It's crazy. What do I have up currently? Just some ending thing I was messing around with. Do they have like a website or something? No. Do you want me to redo that K mod? You really don't need to. I mean, it's still got everything I need on it, unless you just want to redo it. Oh, they did a full version of. Hold on. Here's an idea that I had rolling around in my head. Like, what if I built a fanfic from scratch on stream just to show people how I do it, if that makes any sense. That might be way too vague, but I had that idea rolling around in my head. Does that make any sense? I just realized to pull my script thing up, it's got fucking... Oh no, wait, never mind. Well, I wouldn't make like a whole series out of it, Sev. I just meant like make an example scene or something. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if it turned out decent, maybe I could grow something else out of it, but I don't know. Because the last time we had somebody like actually talk about quote how to make a fanfic thing, it was Jaden's video from like a year and a half ago. And that's still a good video, it's just that was a while ago. You know what I mean? I mean, I've got a lot of docs that I just never got to finish. Or never, like, took the time to finish, I should say. Yeah, they did a full version recently. I never saw it until I was looking through the channel. Videos that are not the videos that are not granted written permission by Edward Claus are at risk of being taken down. This is due to excessive content. Yeah, okay. Hey, Jonathan. I'm gonna pause you just for purpose. I mean, I can't imagine how many cover artists just have their stuff, like, used. So does that mean those openings are a no-go then? No, not necessarily. It would just mean I'd have to, like, ask him outright, which I'm sure he... I mean, I can't talk like I know the person, but, like, I can't imagine that if I properly asked, he wouldn't be okay with it. I mean, that's the whole point of, like, that disclaimer, you know what I mean? He wouldn't make that disclaimer, like... He would make that disclaimer more, like, outright no if he wasn't okay with people at least asking. That's what he means. Like, you literally have to ask him and have him say it's okay. Which, I mean, they're not a very big channel, so it's... I'm sure it's not hard to get a hold of them. Man, Infinity War comes out on digital at the end of the month. I can't wait to watch that shit again. I feel like this stream is gonna get flagged like crazy. Rewatching what, like 3 times? Oh, this ain't the cover, Sib. This is like a official version of the song. It's really funny that people have like taken it upon themselves to edit this song to sound more like the actual opening than the full version. Could make an opening for that Infinity War Crossmos video you did just for giggles. I could, but I don't know. Every time I talk about that, Platinum's like, "Listen, we're skipping everything. We're going straight to that fucking. We're going straight to that movie, or some shit." The issue with that is I have no clue. Romy's a great cover artist too, and I'm pretty sure he's cool with you using his stuff. I haven't looked at his channel in a while actually. What's he done lately? Oh, he did an Odd Future, like 2 weeks ago. Hold on. Black Clover's already on opening 3? It hasn't been out that long, has it? I was just scrolling through Romy's channel and I saw it. He's posting a cover of opening 3 of Black Clover. They're on 4 openings? I didn't even know it was that long. Like, I knew it was a sizable shonen manga, but I didn't... What the fuck? Jesus. How the fuck is it on... Hold on. Have I just not... Have I, like, been that outside of the realm of time for that long to not realize that it's been around long enough to have 4 openings? Or am I just crazy? Oh shit, dude, he did a silhouette cover. You know what that means. It has to be done. Ooh, he did Haikyuu. It looks like Studio Parrot, to be honest with you. Or Parrot. No, trust me, dude. I know who Studio Period is. They also make Tokyo Ghoul's anime, which can be a good thing or a bad thing depending on how you feel about it. Man, what does it say about me that I still have like willingly avoided listening to the Boruto openings? I haven't even listened to the last Naruto opening. I've like refused to listen to them. I cut that shit out of my memory. I think Boruto's on 3 openings right now. I'm not sure. Oh, we could have, we could of course, uh, do the meme. Curious about. Oh, hold on. Alright, hold on, Romy. I know for a fact Gohan sent me a really good Asphyxia cover. I have no clue where it's at, though. Fuck. Um... Show people how to make openings / endings. Maybe if I could find a good track. Or I could just go, oh. I completely. God. I wish I knew how to pronounce like Irvin's name, because he's a fucking. He's a G. His covers are unmatched. Hold on. God, this man's a fucking legend. Maybe I should touch this one up because there's some things I was gonna like. I felt like changing about the day opening. I've not touched that file in so fucking long though. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. God, my fucking background's a fucking wreck. That makes me sick. I gotta fix that. Oh, hold on. What the fuck was all this? Vegas is like a comfort food. Fuck me. I'm still trying to figure that out, Brandon. I don't fucking know. Oh, I remember. Okay. So, Masako X released two different versions of the song. One was the full version, one was the TV version. And they decided to switch up a couple things, like on the first verse with the full version. So, I like was splicing the fucking first version to the full version just to make it like match a little bit better. Or I was trying to, I was experimenting with it, and I think I just wound up like leaving it alone. Yeah, I think I just left it alone. That's why this one down here is uncut. Because switching from Masako to Mark is really different. I'll say that. Alright, hold on, let me see what this one. Is that just like a straight... Sounds like it jumps. Alright, look. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna explain to you guys what you need to be fucking looking for when you're editing audio. Let me see if I can find some examples. Alright. Okay. God damn, this might be a mistake. This shit's gonna crash my fucking computer. Alright. Fuck. Fuck. Okay. This is why I can't edit in Vegas. It's all a fucking mistake. Look at this. Alright, so long story short, this is the first scene for episode 3, right? Okay. I just kind of like covering the process so people see what I'm fucking doing. Matter of fact, high memory usage. Yeah, I know. That always happens. But this is why I can't use Vegas. Like, you see this, if I have to click out of it for any reason and then have to click back in, it takes that long just to let me do anything, like scroll through this or anything. It gets ridiculous. And it gets annoying really quick. That's why I was so slow in getting this done, because it was just fucking draining to do anything with. Whatever, it got done, and it's in Premiere now for some audio placement. But here's the thing, like, it's just the tiniest little details that I feel like people don't think about, and they don't think about it for various reasons. They either want to get the episode done, or they just, I don't want to say they don't care, because it's not like they aren't trying, or they don't want to just like, it's not like they're not trying, or like they don't want to learn it or whatever. They have kind of different priorities, and most of the time the priorities is getting the episode out, and that in turn leads to a lot of just really tiny mistakes that kind of pull a viewer out of it if the viewer's paying close enough attention, if that makes any sense. Number one thing to me personally, and it might just be because I'm a bit of like an audiophile myself, but like, the audio goes overlooked a lot of time in this scene, and I feel like people can learn, but at the same time, like, there's not a ton of people out there like offering to actually show people what to do. So fuck it. Like, I guess that's kind of what I'm trying to say. They're just things that people don't notice or overlook. Yeah, but the thing is, they overlook it at the point in time that they're making their episode, and then they realize fucking months down the line, they're like, oh fuck. They go back and watch the first episode. Look, I go back and watch Kay's first episode, and some of like the minor stuff makes me like sick. Not sick, that's being over dramatic, but like, there's a couple things in the first episode that really, really, really fucking bother me. And number one, it's like audio issues, mainly because that thing was like a forced hodgepodge of fucking just, it was just a mess, because I had the first scene worked on. I was gonna have subtitles and text boxes, but I took those out. But I already had this scene made, so I didn't want to go back and remake it. This also all happened around the time that my computer bricked, so I lost all the files. So I was literally like trying to stitch the first like half of the first episode together with like leftover video files, and because of that, there's a bunch of audio imbalances. The fucking it pops like crazy. There's just so much that you learn over the course of doing these type of things that you wish you could apply to like your early episodes from the future, if that makes any sense. So like, you look back on it and you're like, fuck, I could have done that so much better. But it's because you have the knowledge at a later point that you didn't have when you started, and that's what I'm like an advocate for. Like, I want people to like realize they can slow down and take their time with the small details, like the audio. Just like the tiniest little fucking things. Like, literally, this whole scene is just them talking, and there's no audio except for them talking. But I made a point to leave in or edit in this little sound effect of looping fucking background ambience noise, just so it just adds a whole lot to the scene. Because I noticed, and this isn't like, obviously this isn't shots or anything, but I notice a lot of the time people who are still making subtitled episodes, specifically Halo and Vex, you guys don't put any like background noise in. You'll leave the sound effects in, but there's a lot of times where I can just tell that you cut the audio out of the video, or you're playing on a map that doesn't have any audio at all, and it just kind of like, it feels really weird, just because if you were actually standing where the characters are standing, you wouldn't hear nothing. You'd hear like wind or something. You know what I mean? So if you turn the audio off, like if you turn the lines off, all of this is still got something going on in the background. Like you still hear the wind, you still hear all this. And the trick is, again, this is another thing that I see people doing. You'll leave in the background noise, but you won't take notice of the fact that when you cut your video clips, you're also cutting the background noise. So if you don't take mind of that, you're just getting a bunch of real jarring cuts in the background noise that will pull somebody out of it more than if it just wasn't there in the first place, if that makes any sense. So what I do literally every time I'm on a new map or I'm on a new scene or something, there's so many audio recordings that I have that are just fucking background noise, and it's almost all from Xenoverse 2, because Xenoverse 2 actually has some high quality like sound files. I think Zank had a whole what was it? He had a link to a website that had all of the sound effects from Xenoverse 2 ripped. So what I did is I actually, let me find it. I know I have it somewhere. What I did was I downloaded that when he gave the link. I'm sure I can find it, or you can ask around and find it, because it's public. It's out there. So I have a whole K folder, obviously, but there's a shit ton. There's a shit ton of K folders, but like this is like my main one that has fucking everything in it. Like I have all my renders, I have like different tracks that I like using, I have like all of the fucking digital art that I've done, or I've had people do like Inferno's work that he did that was awesome. These are the fanfic archives that Shannon uploaded forever ago. I also have sound effects, and these are like the best thing ever, especially these. These are fucking these are fantastic. But point goes to show, this is what 95% of doing this scene was, and it was why doing this scene was so annoying. It was because I was trying to match sound effects or find good sound effects for in particular parts, but there's no way for me to drag them into Vegas, or I should say there's no time efficient way to drag them into Vegas, realize what you've got, and then like mess around with it. So what I had to literally do is I had to go in each one of these folders, and then click on one. Like, you hear that, that's the sound. Is that the sound you want? No. Okay, go back, find another one. And you like keep fucking doing that for straight up hours. And again, watch how fucking long this takes to load. So okay, it took that long just to load Vegas back up because this project has got so much going on in it. So it's just hours and hours and hours of going through and picking out individual skill effects, and it all culminates in shit like this, where you're fucking just layers upon layers of random sound effects to match up to the fight noises, because I personally prefer having like different sound effects for different things. The thing about it is, like, in just about every fucking Dragon Ball game that isn't Xenoverse 2, all of the hits, all of the smashes, like all that sounds the same. That's why I take so long doing this, because I like having different sound hits and different things like that. So like all of these are just different like energy beams or punches or like reactions. Like it took me so fucking long. Okay, so this bit right here, it took me so fucking long to find a sound effect that was close enough to him like spinning like that. It's the dumbest shit ever, but it's just, it makes it so much nicer in my opinion. That's why I take so long doing that. But I'm literally just repeating myself at this point. I just want people to know that it is okay to slow the fuck down and to go a little bit more in depth than people think like you should, or you like, not even that they think they should, that they don't think about, you know what I mean? Because I think I'm like one of 3 people who would think of it this deep, or I don't want to say that like we don't think of it this deep, because most of us do. It's just like when it comes down to it and we realize how fucking long this takes, fucking it's just not worth it. And I don't know. I want it to stay worth it. That's why I don't spend days upon days upon days putting all this shit together at a time. You know what I mean? You look like Mr. Beast. Who is Mr. Beast? Should I look it up? Am I curious enough? Yeah. I Ubered random people in a tank. Straight up? Hold on. Oh, this dude. I fucking love this dude. This is the guy who counted to a million or 100. What was it? He counted to like 100,000 and it took him 24 hours, something like that. I fucking love that dude. He's fantastic. That's a compliment. But like literally, I clicked on it. I clicked out to Google some shit and like it took 4 seconds just to pull the shit back up. This shit drives me crazy. But yeah, this is just straight up like this whole first scene is just 9 minutes of fucking nothing. Like you'll know the end of the fight by the time the episode comes out. I can tell you that much. Whole first half of the episode is just resolving the fight. So not worried about that. Or at least I don't think people would be worried about that. I hope not. I'm not quite sure what to do now. I guess I can pull the other thing back up just so I'm not stressing Vegas out so fucking much. Yeah, okay. Whoops. That's how it goes. At least it loads a lot faster once you've opened it one time. There's a Vegas 16? I didn't even know they were on 15. Holy shit. Masaka's covers have gotten a lot better over time. Hmm. So my parents needed someone from Spectrum and my parents... Wait, hold on. So my parents needed someone from Spectrum and my parents mentioned how I was looking for a new job and he said they were going to have a hiring event and I should apply for it. I was like, I need to get... That's good, man. Get you a new job. Where's my charger? Hold on, are they? I think they just announced the Spanish Goku VA is going to Kamehacon next year. Yeah, they did. Man, Kamehacon's gonna be fun next year. I hope it's as good as it was this year. My one concern is that there's gonna be too many people this year or next year, I guess. Like there was a fucking lot this year, but there could have been a lot more. And now that they know that the like first one didn't suck, that's where everyone's gonna be. They need to optimize space and actually have people learn to answer questions. That was the one problem. And again, I'm glad it happened with like a smaller group of people. There was a weird confusion as to like the layout of the actual convention center, and I don't know how that happened. Like no one could tell us what was on what floor because there was a weird. Okay, there were like four floors, right? But the second one was like a weird void area that didn't have anything in it. It looked like it could have fit stuff, but they didn't have anything there. But that floor wasn't mentioned anywhere on the like map of the venue that they set up for the convention itself. I could be remembering wrong, but I swear it was just a weird little gap, and I don't know. That was literally the only issue though. Everything else ran crazy smooth for a first con. Even that wasn't that big of an issue. You just had to like know, and you only had to be told like one time. That was it. But still, it was just weird. Like that was the one thing that could have been like a tiny bit fine tuned. That and I guess the way that they managed people in the main panel room, just because there was like an actual rule where you're supposed to clear out after each panel, but they weren't enforcing that rule at all until the last panel of the night. I mean, I get why that's a pain in the ass, but whatever. It wasn't a big deal. Again, there was nothing like majorly bad about the con. I don't think there was anything like inherently negative at all, to be honest. They only cleared it during the. Well, I don't know. Maybe if I had had like a VIP pass or something, and I had like not gotten a chance for Q&A or whatever if that was promised, I might have been a little bit annoyed. But again, a first con, hopefully they do better with the things that they need to fix, which again aren't a lot of things. As long as they can adapt to the size of the amount of people that are coming, they'll be fine. It'll be fun. I don't remember if it was said, but how many rounds are in the tournament for SOK? It's the same as, like, let me actually count. Because we had, I know I had a doc for this somewhere, but I've completely lost track of where it was. Okay, so there was Kei and Tosin, there was Shinichi and Hibiki, there's round 3 and round 4. And Kei went into the semifinals at the end of the first fight. So there's technically 3 rounds, but I guess there's, let me count, 4 to, so 7 rounds in the tournament total that we'll see play out. Well, we'll see 6 of them play out. You'll see the end of one of them. One of them's just not very important as a fight. God, why do I have so many fucking tabs open? Let's see what a fucking mess my Xenoverse looks like, just for fun. You could probably work on the ending 2 theme. Eh. I don't know, I've been wanting to, like, edit things, like opening and endings, but I've, like, put a restraint on myself that I'm not gonna fucking make anymore until I actually get an episode done. Because that's, like, my main concern right now. God, shut up. The game is so fucking loud for no reason. Like, look at that. On fucking 3. God, my hair's a fucking mess. I need another haircut. I know everybody makes jokes about people's hairlines and shit, but mine's actually fucked up. Like, by birth. What ZV2 settings do I use? As in, like, graphic settings? These. I should probably run full screen, but I just don't. Jesus. Okay. Uh, let me see if this one still holds up. God. God. Nah, I'm talking about Xenoverse's graphic settings. It's not like it has that many options. You literally just turn the fucking scaling on. Ew, hold on, what the fuck is that? Oh, it's the reflection of the fucking mural thing. Are his hands fucked up? They are. Oh, it's because he's a fucking... I changed him to skinny. That's weird. Oh. Oh, what the fuck? Why won't he... There we go. Yeah, Savage Strike is weird. Whatever happened to the opening I was making for the fanfic tournament? Just lack of resources. Just because I don't have the X2Ms for everybody yet. It's still gonna happen when I, like, fucking want to do it. There we go. There's a weird, like, lag to it. Yeah, I still don't know what makes that happen. Fuck it. What's really funny is, like, I didn't fucking... I fixed his Super Saiyan 1 here. I didn't fix his 2, though. And I've just yet to go back in and fix it. So that's the thing. I literally have to drag one file. I just haven't done it yet. Oh. 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 This is the only one that's a little weird, just because his neck is like... His neck... Like, the neck part of the fabric is up really high. That's the only thing that's a little weird. I have so many fucking Ultra Instinct mods. I don't even know which one works. I think it's this one. Or this one. I don't know. This one. This one's super cool. Oh, fun little thing I found on the X2M version of this map. You can literally just like chill out inside. The British Clocksman. Hey man, how you doing? Oh fuck, am I stuck? Oh. That's a weird hitbox. Huh. A Namekian with gloves, yes. Different. Okay, this isn't the one I thought it was. It's so weird seeing a Namekian with gloves. Did I already say that? What was really weird was when Vegeta's gloves finally came off in the Tournament of Power and they didn't know how to draw his hands, so his fucking wrists are so fat. It's honestly distracting. Man. So what's Earth's population? Humans, Saiyans, Namekians, and Imajins. In what? Just in Dragon Ball in general? Because I couldn't tell you. That's a Toriyama question. Lazy Bones, Goku, and Fighter Z Shader would be great. I think somebody already did that. Like, I'm pretty sure that was a thing all over Xenoverse mods for like a whole week. It was just this dude going in and making like actual, what you call it, like Fighter Z shading for Lazy Bones characters. I just wish you could land on the fucking dial. That'd be the sickest thing ever. But no luck. But they did manage to make this thing like the whole stage is to scale. That's the crazy part. And this thing actually drops. This one has so many transformations I, honest to God, can't figure them all out. There we go. My favorites between either 2 or 3. I fucking love how those look. But yeah, see, flat tournament of power stage actually looks kind of nice. But then it just respawns. Also, I don't know how Lazy Bones figured this shit out. But he's literally made like an attack configuration that'll change depending on what transformation you're in. Oh. I mean, I debated making like creative characters for the actual characters in K other than K himself, but I don't know, dude. Like, the only thing with doing that is then I have to make models for all the different games, find ways to implement them into Ultimate Tenkaichi or whatever. By doing that, I just cut myself out of a lot of options. That's the main reason I use Goku and people like that for models anyway. Just just for the sheer lack of how many like options you have. Oh. God. Does it actually kill you or just knock you down to 1 health? Okay. Oh. I just noticed they have the same aura. That's weird. I guess not really. Okay. need like I need a good cake place, like just straight up like some place that has little cakes. I feel like all I'm doing is like yawning and reading Twitter. Hold on. All right, here. If I'm gonna make a fic from scratch on stream, I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with it. Alexa played trademark. We can't talk about that on YouTube. That song will be snatched. I'd like to keep my channel if that's at all possible. This is a sad ass playlist. I love this kind of music. Alright, so we're starting from the ground up, I guess. We're gonna figure this shit out. Should we actually try to like put effort into this thing, or should we just make it like straight fucking trash? Like intentionally make it bad? Amazed that someone made R&R characters for Xenoverse 2. You shouldn't be. They've had the good Reddits made forever. They just touched them up to actually work. Because like he had a weird he had a weird like glitch. This was before like people were uploading movesets and stuff, so he just had like a weird finicky deal for his actual moveset. Shallot is literally just the Legends model ported to the game. That's hilarious. Oh, this is a cool one. I love the Make a fanfic about Namek. Oh. Alright, Vex. Oh. 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 You know, of all the glitches that we've managed to fix through modding this game, I'm still surprised they haven't fixed the whole thing where, like, if you just grab on anybody, the blast doesn't go off. I've always been curious about that. Oh, platinum, look away. God, why is he so fucking tall? I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Like, if I'm gonna do this whole build it from scratch thing, I need to, like, figure out the steps to do. Or, like, what I'm going to do, rather. That was an achievement. I still have achievements in this game? I thought I got rid of those. Or those were done. I don't know. Fuck off. Oh. 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 I thought that chick's name was Chidori for a minute. I was like, hold on a minute. Something's awry. Hmm. The nigga. Bye, Halo. I think I'm about to cut it off for the night. Maybe I'll do more tomorrow. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm way tired, or I feel tired. All right, I'll hammer some stuff down and we'll figure this stuff out tomorrow. I think. All right.